Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a new week. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and are ready for what will be our last week of hybrid learning in the school for a little while at least. I know this is probably a hard time for all of you. It's hard to think about what this transition to full time distance learning for all of our students will feel like. I understand that. It's okay to feel worried. It's okay to be a little concerned about what things will look like. But I assure you that as we transition, all of your teachers and all of our staff here at Oxbow Creek will work very hard to make sure that distance learning goes very well for you. I'm going to need something from each of you though. Working from home, even for me, doesn't mean that I don't have to do my best work. You see, being a student, even while you're at home, means that you still have to dig in, dig deep, and work hard every day. This is the way that you are going to get the very best learning opportunities each day of school. Your teachers are working really hard. They need you to work hard also. I hope you keep that in mind as we make this transition. And I hope that you really enjoy your last few days here at school. We will still be connecting. I love seeing you all, even when it's virtual. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful week. And let's listen to Tyler, who is being honored today for being wild about learning. And I think he's got a really important message that each of you can learn from.
Well, greetings, Oxbow Creek students and staff. We have a special treat for you today. We are here with Tyler, who has been nominated by his teacher as a Wild About Learning student for a number of really wonderful reasons. So we're going to ask Mrs. Stein to share a little bit about what makes Tyler wild about learning.
Well, when I think about someone who's wild about learning, Tyler immediately came to mind because he is a hard worker. He helps others. He helps me when I have something new that I'm trying. I'll email him and say, Tyler, can you try this out for me? Because I know that he's checking his email. He's there and he's just willing to do whatever it takes to help others. And he just has so much grit and never gives up and always looks at the positive. And I'm so lucky he's in my classroom.
That is wonderful to hear. Tyler, those are some of the most important traits in making a learner successful in a distance learning format, or even when we're full-time in school. Tell us a little bit about what you think makes you a wild about learning student.
Yeah, and distance learning, it's tough for some people. I've managed to get through it. I always try my hardest, no matter the conditions, and I just try and work through it. It's nice getting your stuff done. It feels good. You might have a little extra time sometimes. Yeah, it's definitely different.
Wonderful. Yeah, and I love how you were able to share that it was different, and yet you chose to work really hard in a distance learning format and even helped us see that there might be a little positive in that. You're enjoying a little extra time.
Yes, it's very nice. But it can be bad too because you don't get to see people, and that's kind of sad.
Yeah, well, we're happy we get to see you today and have the opportunity to celebrate the wonderful things that you're doing. Tyler, I'm impressed with the work that you're doing. Mrs. Stein is impressed with the work that you're doing, and we're going to ask that you keep up the good work. And all of our Oxbow Creek students, I hope you're listening to this message from Tyler. Distance learning is different, but you can be successful in a distance learning format by continuing to work hard in everything you do. Thanks for sharing that with us today, Tyler.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work.
I'd like to congratulate you all on a wonderful job during our fundraiser. We raised over $31,000. That's an incredible amount of money. Thank you all for working so hard and doing your very best. I'm so excited to work with our PTO to figure out how we're going to use that for our school. That's all we have for this week. Thank you so much. Let's make it a great week.